Tonight, the massive cleanup at what is both an active crime scene and the Pennsylvania governor's home. This just 2 days after police say 38-year-old Cody Bomber tried to kill Governor Josh Shapiro by firebombing his house. Dumpsters now lining the yard of the residence, crews walking out with large plastic bags and seen with power washers, even measuring the height of the front gates. Questions mounting about how a man was able to scale the perimeter fence, evade police stationed at the home, and then deploy Molotov cocktails before fleeing without being immediately captured.
Is there any way to not view this as a massive security failure?
Well, everyone's going to want to go that route. But again, nothing's happened to him before that would indicate this. And people get complacent.
Rob D'Amenico is a retired FBI supervisor and runs a security consulting firm.
I think it's really going to change security around the country for politicians, especially governors, that now look at it and say, how vulnerable am I?
The suspect, Cody Bomber, is behind bars, and we're now learning more about concerns raised by his mother. Just last week, she called police about her son. Pembroke police telling NBC News they investigated but weren't able to do anything because Bomber wasn't home, and his mother didn't say he was presenting a danger. In front of a judge Monday, Bomber denied suffering from mental illness and said he was unemployed and most recently living with his parents. An Army spokeswoman says Bomber was in the Army Reserve from 2004 to 2012. The fire chief is now calling Bomber a domestic terrorist and said the historic landmark, built in 1968, and the family and guests of the governor sleeping there during the attack were at a unique risk.
There was a fire alarm system, but not an active fire suppression system, meaning fire sprinklers that would have put the fire out before it spread.
And Shaquille Brewster joins us now from outside the governor's residence in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Shaq, the suspect said in court that he was out on bail for a 2023 charge.
Right.
Do we have any information on that charge?
Yeah, that was a case that's still very much pending. In fact, there was a court date on the books for tomorrow, but that since has been moved. In 2023, he was arrested and charged with multiple counts of assault. It was a misdemeanor or misdemeanor charges there. But if you look at the criminal complaint, he was accused of hitting two of his children and his wife at the time and also biting her. We also know that he has other charges in his background. You go back to 2015, 2016, he pled guilty to forging checks. So in those instances, those were cases that were closed. But this time around, we know from the arraignment that he will not be released. He was denied bail, so he'll be behind bars, Ellison, for the foreseeable future.
Shaq Brewster, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.